Hi guys, my name is G. I am so excited. This is my second video, and today I am going to be talking about the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So I've had this phone for 2 months now, and I would love to just talk to you guys about just what I think about it, how it's been working, how it feels in comparison to my previous phone. So I have to be honest with you, the phone before this one I had was the iPhone 10. Now I've been reading and hearing that I definitely should have upgraded to the 11, but I just didn't feel the need to. I honestly just can't do the whole replace my iPhone every year thing. So I had the 10, it was working. I decided to kind of skip the 11 thing. However, now that I've had the chance to play with the 12 for 2 months, I definitely see the perks. And today I will be showing you why. So first impressions when I had the 12 Pro Max in my hands was the absolute feel of it. So when you have the 10 in your hand, it kind of feels like cheap plastic. And then you get the 12 Pro Max and you're just like, okay, there's weight, you know? So it just makes it feel like you just have a better product in your hand. It makes you feel like you have a better grip of it. And I'm just living for that part. And then there's the display. I just absolutely love that this phone has so much more screen space, right? So a lot of us have been working from home. And I know that I have my own little makeshift office space in the house. And my iPhone has become an extension of my workspace. This is kind of like my entertainment screen, right? So I am on Twitter, I am on TikTok, I am on Instagram, now I am on Clubhouse. I am really staying up to date with current events. And we all know there's a lot of that lately, right? So we're kind of using our phones as just an extension of our screens. And honestly, the bigger you make the screen, the happier I am, because the more I can keep tabs on everything that's going on in the world. So hey, for me, the bigger the screen, the better it is. I have been on these apps absolutely all day. Is my phone even still on? Well, I get up somewhere around 8 a.m. My work starts around 9. I'm usually working all the way through 6:30 p.m. And honestly, with the iPhone 12 Pro Max, I only have to charge my phone once a day. Now, previously, I had the iPhone 10 Pro Max and I was charging my phone 2 to 3 times a day. And that is super annoying. And you just feel like you're constantly connected to your charger. So the fact that I feel free of my charger, it's just like this weight has been lifted off my shoulders. And speaking of chargers, the iPhone 12 series does not come with its own charger. Now, I know a lot of you might say, I don't need it. I have my previous iPhone charger, so I'll just use that. Well, you can. However, here's this small detail, right? If you do use your previous charger, it's gonna take you about 3 hours roughly to charge your device. Now, if you want faster charging, then you do need to upgrade your charger, which you're gonna have to come out of pocket for, right? So you're gonna have to invest in a power brick, right? So you're gonna need this little square that we're all super familiar with, and you're gonna have to pay for that separately. And Apple also introduced their MagSafe wireless accessory. So it is this cute little simple wireless charging device. You connect it to your phone like this. It's kind of cute. It's an accessory. It is not included with your phone, right? Here's the trick though. This is what you get, which is kind of annoying because you can't use your old power breaker, right? So this little guy again. You can't use your old one, which you would assume you can because we all kind of have a million of these laying around the house, right? So because the previous version, it's only 5 watts, you're gonna need the 20 watts version, which means you're also going to have to pay for this separately. So in order for you to charge your new device with the MagSafe, you are going to have to also buy the power breaker, and it's just an extra expense. Now that I have broken down to you all the interesting ways that Apple makes us waste our money, let's talk about the fun stuff, the camera. So my camera journey really starts with the iPhone 10 Pro Max. At the time, I thought I was taking pretty good pictures, right? So I'm not necessarily a photographer, so I was really just taking pictures of whatever event my life I was going through. It wasn't until Boored at Work introduced me to the S20 Ultra that I realized that my camera game sucked. I had been using the S20 Ultra for several months and I just absolutely fell in love with the saturation of the images. I loved that it felt like my images were kind of auto edited for me. I would take a selfie and I could just post it on my Instagram. I could post it on my Twitter. It kind of felt like the image was just pre-photoshopped. And to me that, again, not a photographer, to me that was perfect, right? Then I got the iPhone 12 Pro Max. And I have to say, it is slightly different, right? So your images are not as saturated. They feel a lot more true to color. I think that if you wanted to edit the image, you have a lot more leeway because you can really add your color tones to the image. So they're definitely truer to color, I think is the words that I'm looking for. Now, as much as I love and appreciate iPhone's 12 Pro Max front camera, there's just one small feature I wish they would steal from Samsung, which is Samsung's palm detection feature in their front camera. I would love to take my selfies without having to constantly go back and forth with the timer, right? So a lot of the times we're placing our phone down, trying to take a cute picture, and we have to constantly run back, get our phone. Super annoying. With Samsung, I don't have to do that. I can just put my palm forward or say cheese, and the Samsung phone knows to take your picture. For people that like to create content, that is such a time saver. Okay, so at this point, I have said a lot about the iPhone 12 Pro Max. However, as an iPhone user, I am definitely happy I upgraded my device. This device is a lot bigger, much better battery life. The camera is amazing. So if you're an iPhone user or if you're thinking about transitioning to becoming an iPhone user, I think that this is a great device for you. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions for me or you have any thoughts about what I should review next, please leave it down in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.